Sheesh. Alright, fuck it. Oh, fuck, I should probably tweet that out. Alright. I don't know if anyone's in here. Probably not. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Chicken Tendies 001. Shout out you, yo, what's up? I think you're like the first one here. Alright, Twitch.tv. I'm out here putting on my story and shit. Oh shit. Yo, Otaki, what's up, bro? How are you? Oh shit, I'm clipping. Yo, how you been? Dub, let's go, bro. Yeah, I haven't been live on Twitch in a long time. I hope I get like maybe at least 5 people. Been busy with live, but chilling for now. Hey, you know, kind of the same way. I moved back home, and I'm learning to talk to the whatever bullshit I said. All right, how do I do this? I should pull up Twitch on my phone, so that once I'm in that bitch, I can look at the chat and not ignore anybody. Okay, I'm looking at that. There we go. What you been up to? Hey, I'm just chilling, moved back in with my parents for a bit before I moved to New York. That's kind of been what I've been on, you know, working on music and stuff. Wish I could be active on the server, but it's hard to be online much now. No, I feel you, bro. I'm trying very hard to be active in there myself because I hardly be on the internet. I be doing things. But, you know, I be in there sometimes, chopping it up. You should join whenever you can. I try to be in VC and stuff. Where else can I ping? Man, I'm just gonna spam this link around, see if anybody cares. How do I do that? Share. Alright. Excuse me while I be on Discord and add as many people as possible. Twitch.tv/abbot the video. Yo, them pics go hard. If I ever find some time, I'll hop in. Yo, good looks, bro. I'd love to chop it up with you. It's been a while. My favorite twist. BH, Bryce, how you doing, bro? How have you been, dog? When are you dropping music? I did it. It's your turn. I wonder if, hold on, wait, I think I can do this. Because the silence right now is deafening. So I'm about to play some background music. Let me know if y'all hear this. Is that going through? Yeah, it is going through. Let's go. I hope none of this shit get me striked, but truthfully, I don't be using Twitch, so. You know, it is what it is. I just know that it gets music in my. So I have two main playlists on my connected to my artist page. It's the heart and then the heart with a slash in it. And those are like those are, I like curate those two playlists. Like every month or a couple months, I'll go in and like update them with shit that I'm listening to right now. Lately, I've been listening to Fred Again a lot. Fred Again, Jaren, Mustafa, they're fire. Yeul, been listening to them. It gets bad. Well, I haven't liked, but I just listen to my like songs. Yeah, no cap. I be hitting that too. You hit the shuffle though? I have too many like songs to hit the shuffle. It'll go from fucking like some hyper pop that Breakin's Caffeine to like to like Chance the Rapper from way back in high school. I can't hit that, bro. But yeah, if you're ever interested in trying to find new music, you can check out my Johns. I update them semi-regularly. Who followed? Hey Soup. Hey Cube. Thank you, Hey Cube, for the follow. Hey. You know, being on a year-long break from dropping music really kills your social media engagement, doesn't it? But you know, it is what it is. I know that it gets better time. You know what? While we wait, we're gonna make a shitty beat. Let me save this. Y'all down for that? We're gonna make a shitty beat together. Let me turn off this really good music so we can play some bullshit. Alright. I got the chat up. You know, I'm gonna be taking your guys' advice. Not even your word is law. Whatever you want me to do, I'm gonna do. So, what BPM? What we feeling? Hell yeah. 172. Let's hit it. Alright. I gotta hear what this sounds like. Damn, okay. Yeah, we got a little stomp kick. Let's see what we got here. Just 5 bros clapping. Hell yeah. That's what we need. I'm feeling like my first crush went a little like this. Alright, like. Alright, so. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, yeah. Alright. Hey. Oh, DMB. Alright, nah, fuck all this shit. Let's get rid of this shit. Really, I'm about to just open up. Hold on, where's that? Breakcore is not a good way to get laid. Drum kit, and let's see what we got here. Oh, these are basses. Okay. There we go. It's easy. This music shit easy to me, bro. It just come naturally. Alright. Alright, so that's going on there. There's a little accent drum. It's right there. Alright, so. Okay, there we go. So that's right there. There we go. That's a good loop right there. Now we're gonna put this John right here. If need be. Nah, bro, I already got that. Bro, you peep the breakcore is not a good way to get laid drum kit. Like, that's all you need for... Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to throw some thermal on that bitch. Right? See, truthfully, just going to slam it. And make it wide. You know, something like that. Jesus Christ. Maybe that's actually not a good. Let's do the drum machine, something like that. Right? I feel it. I feel it. I'm feeling the vibe. Maybe okay. So now we need something to put over it, right? So should I'm gonna do fuck analog lab 5. Yeah. I'm gonna play some keys, right? Thermal is insane for basses. I really fuck with it on a no way. It's FL not responding. Bro. Oh man. That's crazy. Oh wait, there it goes. There it goes. Alright. Jesus Christ. Alright, what's this? Let's make sure the key is. What key we feeling? What key we feeling? You chop gang. What's good, YZ? What's good, gang? What key? Somebody tell me a key. If not, I'm just gonna pick one at random. E Mixolydian is crazy, but I'll just do E major because that's simple. Nah, the delay on me playing this is crazy. Hold on. Alright, let's see. This should sound ass. That's like really happy, so maybe if I'm... There we go. Fuck, Christ. I ain't made music in too long. Let's try... Oh no. I'm freaking out, guys. The stream hey, I'm gonna show y'all how I make this song. I was just waiting for a couple more people to get in here. Yo, Abbott, what's good? What's good, Griggs? GT wet with my man trucking. What the hell, my man is trucking? Wait, what do you mean? how I'm trucking? Let me know. I don't know if this is a good pattern or not. Fuck it. Loop it. yeah. Alright, turn that bitch up. Okay. Nah, but y'all don't see the vision yet, right? Alright. So we just gonna put that shaper box on that bitch. Okay. Alex. What else can I throw on that? Guitar rig. Let's do it. Wait, no. RC20. My man out here beat booping for real. Nah, no cap. This shit called the Ghetto Blaster. This shit don't sound ghetto at all. These chords suck. Whoa. 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 I'm hitting everything. I'm trying to catch where that note is. Is that that? Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh no, this is terrible. Nice, yeah. Take it back to the roots. Nah, no cap. We going up the rec wave. Hold on. Replace this. Where is it? Synth Classic? Nah, it's not. Where is it? Sampler? Direct wave. Yeah. Fuck all this bullshit. See, this is trying too hard. We gotta get back to the real shit. Ready? Alright. Damn, they changed the way this look. Okay, let's see. No, not the online content. Wait, where you go? Is it the library? Huh. No way. How do you use this now? Dog, what the hell? Nah, they don't. What? Does this even sound like anything? No. Is it over here? Jesus, all these stuff. Nah, I don't even know how to use this no more. Nah, fuck all this shit. We going even more classic. Where that? Where that? Where that? The way I gotta look this shit up. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh, oh no. This is just, I'm like writing it in the wrong tempo. Is that it? Okay. Okay, okay. No, okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Right? Okay, okay. And you just gotta turn it up. Yeah. God. Okay. They gentrify direct wave, no cap. Okay, okay. Hey. Alright, how many are here? I feel like I lost more viewers. No, alright. I'm gonna just open up the shit now and I'm gonna show whoever's in here how I made this shit. Cause I saw it at a clean 17 and now it's at 12. Fuck it, you know? My man out here beat booping. I was beat booping. Alright. Time for the real, actually what I'm doing, which isn't that bullshit. Damn, I should have added an 808 to that before though. Would have been crazy. Boom, boom, boom. The haters won't see. They dead won't see the beat boop vision, dog. They don't get it. That's that's how music is made. The recipe of the beat boop activities. Nah, no cap, bro. That's what I'm doing. Cause you about to see all this bullshit and be like, what the hell is this? This is me beat booping. Alright, so right now I have this song. Okay. So I assume everyone in here has heard my song Before It All Changes. If you haven't, check it out. Please. Thank you. But I mean, if you haven't, then I don't know why you're here. But I made it, right? I produced it. I started with the instrumental, then I brought it into another project file to do all the vocals, and then I mixed it all in that project file, and then I sent it over to Patchy Mate to master it. So the instrumental as it is, I hope my computer can handle this. The reason there's a lot of muted stuff here is because I would consolidate a lot of things in order to save CPU as I went along. But here we go. This is how the instrumental is by itself. So far, so good. No crackles. All of this was played on this Squire. And I used the tuning right here. really actually proud of these drums. It's a lot of layers going on. I'm gonna break that down. Oh, Griggs, you're tapped in. The D-A-E-A C# E. That John go crazy. Alright, so we're going to start from the beginning here, which is the guitars, right? Because this is how the song completely was started. I think I did all the guitar before I added any other production elements to it. So I'm going to mute, hold on. I'm going to mute everything pretty much. Just so my CPU can actually handle this shit. Edit. Mute. There we go. All right, and I'm gonna mute these. These are the guitars consolidated. And I'm gonna show you why consolidating it actually helped me also with creative aspects of it, because I was able to do shit like this, like really just fuck it up. I thought that was really cool. Oh, no, see, that was, yeah, I'll show you how I did that. But it started off with, I think, this layer. Oh, let me make sure the guitars actually have their effects on. And yeah, I think that's it, because I think there's only a couple finger picking. So it started off with, nope, that's not it. Started with this layer. Which is like a total of like 5 or 6 notes. And then that little hammer-on John. And then I added this like very spacey reverb John. As you can see, I'm not very good at guitar, so I cut a lot of it together in order to make the timing right and all that. So the reverb part of that was very nice. When I ended up consolidating it, I wanted to automate the reverb, so that's what that is here. So that it came in just like more, there was less reverb, and oh no, wait, no, it wasn't that. It was the layer itself was just increasing in volume as it came out. So there was that, and then I did this John, which is let's do one layer at a time. What's this? I love that, John. So that guitar loop, I'm very proud of that. And then I think it was this layer, which is kind of, I think, is that a 5th, 7th? I don't know shit about music theory, but just the harmony to make that whole thing together just. Keeping the same like rhythm so that it just sounds very full together. And then this is another reverb type layer, just something to keep it ambient, spacious, you know what I mean? And bringing that back in with all that was just kind of re-solidifying the progression of the chords and like all that. So all that together was that. And then I think those guitars are just reused to the whole thing. It goes back to this John, but I added new power chords right here. And this is where the power comes in. hence the name. Power. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But yeah. They're just very fucking thick, which I got that. Oh yeah, I should probably go over like what I used to get these tones. I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm sorry. All right. Mainly it's just guitar rig for all of these. So for the finger picking, it's just a little bit of compression before using the CLA 76. This EQ is just rolling off a little bit low end. Which one is this? So this is for this one. So yeah, a little low end rolled off. CLA 76 guitar rig is on this preset vintage flex or plex, and it just sounds really nice, you know, you get the vibes. And then Pro Q, I use this preset, which is under dynamic instruments. And then yeah, I'm a preset type of guy, you know. And then a little soothe, just to get rid of like, not even a little, this is a lot of soothe, but it gets rid of it makes it like easier on the ears pretty much. So that, I mean, it's kind of the same chain on everything, except I think even down to the guitar rig preset, yeah, vintage plex. Except the reverb one, I just added Valhalla vintage verb and made the mix like really high up there. Yeah, the EQ is pretty much similar on all of them, and they're all sent to one guitar group, which I have SSL compression on, soothe, and that's it. And then Edison was just so I could record it. So, and Saturn is how I got these cool artifacts. And actually, yeah, let me do this. Keep that out. And keep this on. And this on. So these, you see I haven't, what I did is Saturn's actually automating, just like, it's only automating the mix. It's based on these other presets that just like really fuck up the, it does a lot of clicking, so like I had to like cut through and find the parts that didn't click as much and replace them. So yeah, it was that. Nothing too crazy, really. I think a very important thing for me with this whole thing was I really wanted, a lot of my music is very bass heavy, where sometimes the bass is protruding a little too much to me, and I compare it to a lot of my peers and how their bass sits in their mix. And for me, it just, I really wanted to make something that felt more full in the broader sense of the whole song, rather than like just having a really thick bass. So for that, I wanted just like a more subtle bass that kind of just filled in where it needed to fill in, but didn't take up any more space than it needed to, which is right here. So that, with this bass guitar, I just have Berserk distortion. Do I have FM? I think I had this on. I don't remember. OTT low control. This shit kind of saved my life because this shit sounded ass without it. And yeah, just, you know, little of that, John. I ended up consolidating that again because I like to consolidate now. And I just made it a little more mono in the consolidated version by just merging it. And then I added things, instrumentation of some sort. Just kept adding shit, and then I'm actually gonna get rid of. I'm gonna bring it back. Since I showed the guitar, I'm gonna bring it back to the consolidated version because I didn't do anything super different. from after I consolidated it. Let me actually check. Whoa, that actually sounds way different. What happened here? Oh, because these were still part of that. Okay. So I did I think so this consolidated layer is this pad thing. Right? That's how it started. And then using Saturn, EQ, Simpton, I don't know what this is, Simplon, Shaper Box, Pro Key. I just did a lot of stuff to this until they're like, oh, this sounds okay. I liked that rhythm. So like it starts with kind of gross, but it kind of, I don't know, the way the effects kind of built up. So after I consolidated, I took a part that I liked and then brought that in the beginning and replaced what was in the beginning. So after all that, came down to this. And how did I do that? I just saturated it, auto panned it a little, and EQ'd it a little more. So this again using the way I got all these fucked up glitchy sounds was just with Saturn. Fab Filter Saturn. This is what it was like before. Cool synth. Just a little bright and harsh. So I saturated it. Reverb. Yeah. I just really liked what Saturn was doing here. It was just going crazy with these artifacts. Like, Alright, and then for the outro of it, I just took a section of these chord pad things and what'd I do? I think I filtered it a little. What did I do here? Yeah, I just filtered it in the X things just so that there was less high end. Just making it fit better with the guitar at the end. Alright, and I think that's it in terms of instrumentation. Now it's just the drums. So if I bring back everything, bring this stuff back, bring that back, bring that bass back. Right, so here's what we got so far. Oh, and one more thing. I did a band 1 EQ on the consolidated John, which is over here, and all it does is when the drop comes in, it moves up where it cuts out the low end so that the bass and the kick have more room to breathe, it doesn't get muddied. That's really it. But yeah. Alright, so the drums, right? How do you get this shit? Cause this shit kinda slapped, I can't lie. How do you get Saturn to do all that crazy shit? It's the preset. Hold on, I'm gonna show you right now. It's the preset. I like to, whenever I get a new plugin, I like to go through all the presets and just see what they can do. So I found these under sequence and then just break my loop, IDM loopers, things like that. And those are the Saturn Johns that I use, and really it's just kind consolidating and then moving it around, because I think they're connected to. Hold on, who followed? Cosmic Tunes. Wait, was that cut? No. Mother Brain and Wise Labs. Thank you guys for the follow. And who else? Oetsy Official from earlier. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm gonna try to stream some more. Probably playing games and shit, because that's more entertaining than this probably. But yeah, I just go through a whole bunch of loops, a whole bunch of presets. Who else? God, Griggs. Thank you so much for the follow, bro. All right, I go through a whole bunch of presets, and if I think a lot of the presets, the way they're like, at least the sequence ones, they're like connected to the BPM and like where it is in the measure. So like if like there's a 16 measure John here, is this 16 8 measure? It might do something like on the third measure, but I like that way that sequence is, but I want it on the first chord of the measure, so I'll just move things around and then consolidate it and cut the certain parts that I want for certain parts and then reorganize it in the consolidated versions. I found that way works best for me. It's not that complicated. It's just like, it's making you commit to like a thing that happened, which I find helps a lot, which is why I like to consolidate shit a lot, because like I'll find like I'm tweaking like a knob over and over again, and then like I never get anything done. But once you like flatten it and bounce it into one thing, now it's committed there. You liked it, you laid it down, and it's there. Now you can't change it unless you go and undo everything else. Like, this is an audio file. It helps a lot with my workflow. But yeah. And that's what I did with the drums as well. So, drums. Everybody's like, yo, that's like, Really Quicks would go dumb over just those. No cap, bro. I should send it to him. I've never talked to him. My first DM to him should be, yo, look at these drums. You should go dumb over them. But I think it's really cool that, like, I noticed this, like, after the whole song was done, but it sounds like the iPhone alarm, right? Like especially in the mix right there. And that's just a snare that I used granular, I think. Oh, and that like impact thing, so that is from another song I'm working on, that I was featured on somebody on one of my friends' song, that I don't think it's not out yet. I don't know when it's gonna come out, but I did this thing where I went like like on a mic, and then I just like processed it hella and then added reverb and delay on it, and I really liked it, and it sounds like a really cool like whenever a beat drops and that hits at the same time, it just sounds fire. Like, so just know that that's me moaning on the mic crazy as hell. Stick to the plan. Endless tweaking leads you nowhere. No cap. And that's how a lot of demos end up unfinished, because you just keep like, oh no, it would sound better like this, and then you move on like, oh no, this part would sound better like this, and then you just keep going back and forth. Just stick to something. Commit to it. You liked it at first, so you're going to like it later. Okay, so I'm gonna break down these drums now. So I think that's all of that. All right, so I'm gonna unmute. Okay, so that's that. Go in here, make sure all the drum effects are unmuted. Alright, I think this is there a drum bus? Let me make this a new color just so I know what I'm looking at. So let's start from the top, which is just the kick and the snare, because that's always where I start. Wait. God. There we go. Kick and snare. Wait, is that the right kick? Oh, I think I have the kick going directly into just the grouped thing. Yeah. So in the drum, wait, hold on. No, what's going on here? Okay, so this is just the kick. What the hell am I? So this is the main kick and snare. And then this, what's happening here is I'm using guitar rig on the snare. It's like a tonal snare, so it already has like a note to it. And this systems overload preset is giving it this like weird delay. So without that, it's just, you know, normal as hell. And then that with auto pan and saturator, it gives it that very like random feel to it, which is what I wanted. I used a whole bunch of fills. Alright, so how I got that. These, I went, fuck, what did I do? Alright, I used guitar rig again. I used guitar rig on drums a lot for this one. Rhythmic Doppel preset. And transients shapers. I made it attack less, so it wasn't so clicky. You sure do moan a lot for yourself. I do low key, dog. So like the fills are just different, a bunch of different fills that I like, and just layering them together in different ways. All kind of going through the same. It's like a bunch of different drums going through the same processing, so it kind of ties it very well. So it doesn't sound so crazy on its own, but because the purpose of it is to accent what's already going on. That's an open hat. So there's that. All right, and now we're adding in, I think, hi-hats here. And that's all I did. EQ it. The main sauce of these drums is that it's all going to the same drum bus, so it's all very tight together. And that drum bus, all it's really doing is going through thermal, and this is going through the flex bounce, and yeah, that's all it's doing. And then I have soothe as well, just so that those high harmonics don't really hurt your ears. And then these are little shakers. And these accent. So I'll use the same kind of like preset on Saturn just to make the hi-hat, these like little accent hi-hats. It's just very scratchy and high up there, so you don't really notice it that much. Oh, what's down here? So this is the stompy. Okay, so I have 2 kicks going on at the same time. That's cool. I don't even remember doing that. So this is to give like that, just a width, make it stompy, and this is just to add that thump right there. And yeah, that's it. And then, oh, these are what the high moan johns sound like by themselves. And that's like it reversed, bringing it back up. I like it. Think it sounds cool. Thank you, BH. That's actually crazy coming from you, because BH makes the best drums, I think, in the scene. They're so fucking tight all the time. So basically, like, I don't really know what, I guess, quote unquote, sauce is considered in here. It's just I'm using a lot of different samples and putting them, routing all of them to the same drum loop bust processing, so that it just kind of tightens it all together. Because when there's a loud, if it's all being compressed together and saturated together, the loudest parts are going to kind of take like the front end, like the lead, over all the accent sounds. So every time the kick and the snare comes in, everything else is kind of, you don't notice it as much for that half a second that those are happening. Like, you'll hear some of the high end of it, but that's really it. It doesn't like flood your ears with too much going on at once. Alright, I'm gonna mute this all again so I can have the consolidated John. I think that's everything for the instrumental now. So now it's time to get to the vocals, which is where all the fun happens. Save now. I can't believe I joined to hear the high moan johns. Bro, like, it's the high moan johns. They hit. Like, what do you want me to say? I just say it how it is. Vocal processing on this song went in. Thank you, dog. This fucking took me forever. This was the longest part, was the chorus. Because I kept just redoing it and redoing it. You're going to see how many goddamn layers I did and be like, what the fuck are you doing? All right, here we are. Here we are. So these are all the vocals, each one being a separate layer. Started off with, I think, all right, so the instrumental, what did I do here? I automated something for the instrumental. Oh, I automated a low shelf on the instrumental just because after I added vocals, I felt like, oh, certain things needed less low end. So yeah, that's just all that is. I also added a pumper for the vocals. I think these are for the vocals. Yeah. Because right now, the way this is, it's like it has a heartbeat to it. So I did that with that vocals. All right, so we started off with the intro vocals. All I wanted was just kind of like a radio phone call type sound. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't turn on the processing. Jesus Christ. Here we go. Oh my God. Rest in peace to my computer. Is that everything? Alright.
So you made it out. So you made it out.
All I did with this, oh damn, this one I think has some of the most processing, but retuning, auto tune, a gate to kind of like keep the vocal kind of more punchier up there. Compression, a weird EQ. What did I do here?
So you made it out.
So it's dynamic, so depending on what's going into it. Yeah, so anytime I'm like singing a higher note, specifically like this high bell is gonna go down a little, just so, because that's like kind of an annoying frequency when it's like too much.
So you made it out like you meant to.
Oxygen to give it a little more presence. This is like this is basically Fresh Air, if anybody knows that plugin. Can't believe the average music non-releaser era is gone. No cap. It's time to release, bro. For real. Alright, Oxygen. It's crazy that I did this because I don't even know if it's needed. Oh, I guess it does. It does add a little high in there. Another compression cabinet. So this is M cabinet. It's meant for guitars mainly. But I just thought it sounded really nice. It gives a. It makes it like not mono. So like without it, it's like mono. EQ. Soothe. Yeah. This EQ is just taking out the high and low to give it that telephone type sound. But yeah, there's that. And that's it for the intro. And it's just 2 takes that I really did. I wanted it to be like as natural as possible, so I kept redoing it until I got 2 takes that I liked. Alright, into this part. Alright. God. Alright, we're gonna go through this one at a time then. So we have this lead vocal, which is in the middle, right here. Very tight auto tune, compression, de-essing, this EQ. I've been getting into dynamic EQs lately. This is really just presets that I adjust to my liking. And to get those types of artifacts, same thing. I just consolidated with the Saturn. Same thing I did with the guitars. And then guitar rig. I just got guitar rig when I started this song, so I was using it on everything. So this chain is a compression, and then it's splitting the signal into 2, I think. Or one signal. Oh, one signal actually I turned off, but the other one has this twin delay thing. So without that, it just makes it a little wider. That with Oxygen EQ. Now I did a couple falsettos. Similar processing on all of them, you know. That was really just the only difference being the EQ of it. I think which takes are these? So yeah, it just doesn't sound very good by itself. None of the layers do. So it's those two Johns, right? I think this adds a lot of character. Is this one here, which is one of the first takes that I did of the chorus. I did completely falsetto, but it had like a lot of just like air in an area that I didn't like it, and anytime I would cut it out, it just wouldn't sound very good. But I was like, I like the take generally. It's just this like whole range was all messed up. So what I did is obviously, as you can hear, I pitched up. I kept the format the same, but I pitched it up an octave. Auto-tune heavy. This P controller is important later, and I'll show you why. I did this EQ to cut out this whole high end because now the high end's being taken up by other things in the layering. And this format shifting, just bringing it down a little more. Sibilance, which is just a de-esser. A gate. This, oh man, I must have really hated some of the frequencies up there. But yeah, this is like really honing in on those. And then one last EQ. So that with these three right here. It just adds a lot of character to the vocal right there. I just kind of had to force that one in there. Like I was like, I really like the way this sounds, but also it's like hard to make it work with everything. So I just had to keep doing shit until it did. And then there's this low one, which doesn't come in until later, but I think it's a harmony. Let's see if we hear it. Yeah, hold on. Let me look at it. I think it's this one. Yeah, chorus high pitched. So if you see here, I did an octave up, and I just had it on the stretch mode. So without that, it sounded like, without any form and shifting, it was like that. Which is pretty solid, you know, but in order to make it fit with everything, it just felt better right here. Alright, and then the low end, I did the... No, hold on. Where'd it go? So this is just a very moving, just to add more texture to it. And this only came in for the but I want to change for it. So using that, I really like that layer. It's basically everything's the same shit put on, except and then just different guitar rig. So this, I used the vocal space preset, adjusted it a little, but mainly it was already there where I wanted it. So without that, it would sound like this. Oh, and I use cabinet as well. Which cabinet, like I said before, I think it's emulating the way mics would pick up on like an amplifier, like the placement of the mics and stuff. So that's why like there's different frequency pickups on them. So that's what makes it very stereo. So just compressing the fuck out of it and using that. And all of these are being sent to the same vocal bus, which is right here, which all it has is a little OTT on it, a little SSL compression on it, and I have this pumper going on it, which is only for this part, which is to fit with the instrumental, and that's it, on a soft clipper just in case it peaks. Just so that the pumper It's like, yeah, I don't know. It just opens and closes it. It's a very simple plugin. Just look at it. It's my boy right there. But yeah, that was that for that. All the muted stuff are things that like I think were either there and I was like, oh, it doesn't need it, but like I might want to decide to use it later or something like that. But yeah. Oh, back to this. So I said this peak controller is important. So I did these things, right? Like, I'm sure that people like this. So back to me moaning on the beat. That's all this is. So I'm gonna get rid of the granulator here. Right? I just did 2 takes where I was just moaning on that bitch. Felt like Echo 2K for real. Hard pan them left and right. Hard auto tune. And then all I did was throw this granulator. For this is M granulator. It's a very simple granulator. It's nothing like how these Ableton boys. Back to you, what? Wait, what do you mean? Huh? Whatever. I don't know what you meant by that, Jason. But what's up, Jason? But this is this very simple granular thing. It's just I just adjusted the grain size, the amount of grains it did, and made sure that the panning was random, so it was really like all over the place. And now, in order to make this fit with everything, I used this peak controller so that whenever this is happening, there's a signal, as you can see right here. It's a value now. Like, that's now a mathematical value. And I used that. I connected the granular, just this EQ here, so that the overall gain would go down the amount that this controller picks up as audio. So that with as long as this is playing, it ducks down the granular moaning to give it a lot more space for the actual vocals in that area, which is just side chaining basically. So yeah, that was that. All that together. It is just side chaining we're talking, but like it's like the FO. I don't know how FL does it in any other way, so this is what I use. Alright, and then now I started rapping right here. Ready? You hear that, John? Check me out. I'm rapping.
Thinking back to fucking 10th grade, I was so good at math. Didn't say a word in the back of the class. Friends was hooping, shooting shots that
I did that, and I did this layer.
Thinking back to fucking 10th grade, I was so good at math.
It's like very subtle, and this is down.
Friends was hooping, shooting shots that I would just pass. Suicidal aspect, they was kicking my ass. Thinking how the fuck I'm gonna deal with all this trauma. They would call me dirt cause I'm a foreigner. Said I couldn't rap it, I'ma do it if I wanna.
So a lot of the distortion on the vocal came from thermal rather than guitar rig.
Thinking back to fucking 10th grade, I was so good at math. Didn't say a word.
Guitar rig is just using kind of a very simple chain on it.
Suicidal aspect, they was kicking my ass. Thinking how the fuck I'm gonna deal with all this trauma.
This just took a lot of adjusting, trying to find the right tone, and just blending those two together. But really, all I wanted was just one vocal and just like a little more body to it, so that's why I did the second layer.
Thinking back to fucking 10th grade, I was so good at math. Didn't say a word in the back of the class. Friends was hooping, shooting shots that I would just pass. Suicidal aspect that was kicking my ass.
Guitar rig, I used the vocal polish preset, and I adjusted the compression, the presence, the air, the doubling, like all of this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, let's start with the choir, because I would feel like nobody noticed these. But so there's that, right? That along with this, which is this again, but just I pushed it harder so that it would actually, you could hear it. Which is, this is the beginning part of the whole this thing. I just like included the beginning parts this time.
Before it all changes, I ask you one last wish.
Yo, that attempted vibrato I did. Yo, I thought it was Zach Greer for real. EQ, oxygen, guitar rig again. Been fucking with guitar rig. Using the voice polish preset again. I added this compression in the beginning and put the rap vocal preset of that part of that. And then adjusted this whatever this knob did, and just to make it compress a little harder. Yeah, that's that.
Remember me for me, but I wanna change, so I'm gonna change.
So this is like hella fucking compressed. God, I said this mad crazy.
So I'm gonna change.
This what are these? Just more takes that I did. I made them doubles. Alright, that's all that. And then this kind of callback thing. I think I used the same thing. So it's all guitar rig again. And this is the same preset as before. I literally copied over the lead vocal, except I activated the convolation thing, which is the reflector here, which wasn't activated in the main one. Just gives it a lot of space. So that with the choir and everything, it's like why the choir adds so much. Like without it, it's you don't, it doesn't hit as hard. But this John right here, it's gonna fucking crackle like shit. I can feel it. I can hear it. Yeah. But I mean, you get the idea. You heard the song. But that's that choir. This vocal chain is my cleanest I think I've done. 16. And I'm going to use this a lot more because this I kept just messing around until I found something I really liked for the last verse here.
I give up. Told you I give up, then you call my bluff, then you hit me up, said you in a while. So I packed my bag and I hit the road, and I've been for years since I last went home. And
so it's simplified everything else down to just one EQ. Hold on, one EQ, just to get rid of that mud in the beginning. Auto tune, one compression here, but it's pretty heavy compressed. That's actually really heavy compressed. I had to do that because it was so loud there. I need to be able to hear the vocal. De-esser, oxygen at the end to add a little bite right here. One last EQ at the end, just a hard cut down here. So past 70 frequencies, there's nothing there, nothing to muddy it up. And then the guitar rig, this using the standard mix channel preset, turned off the replica delay, and everything else I kept pretty much the same. It just sounded really good.
Told you I give up,
really
then you
right
call
there.
my bluff, then you hit me up, said you interrupt.
Post Malone, no cap. I was hitting the Post Malone with that one. That one trying to be vibrato. And then I did these harmonies, which is I'm just gonna play this. This is a consolidated version of all these under it. But what I did is, because the beat comes in that's like a I wanted it to start like yeah, it just sounded better with the way the beat came in. But this is what these are. So yeah, all that together.
Told you I give up, then you call my bluff, then you hit me up, said you interrupt. So I pack my bag and I hit the road, and I've been free since I left my home, and I never thought I'd feel so alive. Can't recall the last time I cried like I did the end of July. I know all my fans must be losing.
I need space.
So in terms of creating harmony stacks, it just took a lot of practice for me to just hear what sounds good, but I still don't know much about the theory of it. Like, I try to follow the bass note, the bass line with at least one of them, or keep that in mind whenever I'm humming other shit. But every time I do a harmony, I'm just playing the thing on loop and just like singing until I find stuff that I like. And then I'm like, oh, I like that line, that whole take that I did. I take the parts that I liked and put them in and keep that there, and then keep singing over it until I get, the desired result.
I need space at this rate.
And this last part is the same chain as the beginning. I just wanted it to feel kind of full circle, coming back to where you started. This time, instead of side chaining the granulated thing, I consolidated it and adjusted the volume of it myself.
I need space at this rate. I'll keep falling on my
And then the tag at the end, just because, before it all changes, nothing changed. I don't know. Contradiction. It's pretty cool, right?
Nothing changes.
But yeah, that's it. That's really it. That's how I made the song. I remember somebody in my IG questions asked how I made the lyrics, so we're gonna go over those real quick as well. But this song was so after moving back home, like my teaser, I actually made that right here.
So I moved back home,
Damn.
and I'm learning to pay attention to what's right in front of me. It's the only thing that's real, I hear whispers, I hear the moon and the sun and the trees. They're talking. My heart plummets as I hope to find the answer. And I have one more thing to say before it all changes.
So yeah. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. I took part of the guitar, I took this thing right here and just put it here. I talked over it compressed it heavy. I liked to cut up the noise and just kind of have it in random spots because it's, I don't know, it just sounded cool to me, especially right here. Like,
Nothing to say.
it like stops twice and comes back in. Oh, and I did little whispers of little gremlins in your ears, hitting these. Just granulated them. So little boys, little gremlins in your ears.
I hear
Whispering
I
sweet
hear the
nothings.
moon and the sun and the trees, they're talking. My heart plummets as I hope to find the answer. And I have one more thing to say before it all changes.
And this is just the reverse reverb of the instrumental. Yeah. Yo, Griggs, thank you so much for popping out, bro. You're fucking awesome. If anybody in here, all other 8 of you, because y'all need to check out Internet Girl, the band. Griggs is in that band. They're amazing. I've been a fan of them for a long time. Their music is fucking phenomenal. So if y'all don't already, or if you're not already tapped into Internet Girl, you need to tap in ASAP. Miko, my boy, what's good? And all 8 of you also need to tap into Miko, right? My boy right here. I'm sure you already heard of him. But these guys are awesome. But yeah. Straight up thought it was one person. Yeah. No cap. I thought Internet Girl was one person at first too. And then I saw their Instagram and I was like, yo, it's a band. That's fucking sick. My boy Miko. How you doing, dog? All right. In my IG, when I did a question of, ask me questions of what they want to know. Doing good. I have a flight in 14 hours. Yo, where you heading? I mean, if you're allowed to say. On my IG, somebody asked, I don't know if they're in here. San Diego for TwitchCon. Oh, shit. That's fire. TwitchCon. I should watch Twitch more. I don't really be doing shit. Hey, does anybody in here remember Schlatt? Well, not remember. I'm sure a lot of you know, but what's it called? Does anybody know if he still streams? He might be there, Miko. Who knows? Aren't you like, oh man. Oh man. But hey, Miko, if you run into him, let him know I said what's up. Oh gee, bro, don't bring that man up. Once every 2 weeks. They're gonna have the whole what's up. Yeah. Hey man, I only bring it up because TwitchCon was brought up, and I know he used to stream heavy. I didn't know if he still streamed. Selling his soul, reacting to TikTok. Hey, he's getting to a bag. I respect it. But hey Miko, if you run into him there, let him know I said what's up. Don't think he's going to switch on. Yeah, he seems like the type to be doing other shit. All right, breaking down the lyrics. So the past year I haven't dropped any fucking music, and the reason for that is because I've been really working hard on trying to get a project together and tell a very specific story. And being the perfectionist I am when it comes to actually dropping something, after releasing Envy and then White Roses and realizing that neither of those songs were up to my standard of what I want to be releasing. Like I needed some time to really hone in on what I want to do. Although I'm very happy with those songs and I'm proud of them, they were just not up to the standard that I wanted. So I just needed time to do that. So that's why I've been away for a year. Also, a lot of other things happened in my life that kept me from really making music and being active. A lot of other things, and I just wanted to address a lot of that kind of like. I felt like it wouldn't be right for me to just try to pick things up where I left off without explaining to you guys and anybody else that supports me just like where I am right now and like how I'm doing and where my mind state is at. Like it felt important to me to say something before it all changes. But yeah, so this is really just a letter to anybody that supported me throughout this whole thing. This first verse being that, so you made it out like you meant to, now you're scared that they'll all forget you'd take it back if only they'd let you. This is about my fear of, it's very complicated being an artist, because on one end you really want to succeed and on the other end you're very afraid of it, and afraid of failure at the same time. So like this was just kind of me talking to myself a little, just about like, you know, an analyzing like there was a period in this year where I was really contemplating just giving up on music completely. So that was the whole like, you'd take it back if only they'd let you. They being just kind of the grip, the community being involved in it. Like it's kind of like a voice. It's also like a drawing force to me. It's like, oh no, I can't stop because this is so beautiful, you know? Like I have to keep going. And it's not like a dreadful thing, but it's just like a motivator to me that like, you know, can't stop. All right. And then before it all changes, I ask you one last wish. Remember me for me, but I want to change, so I'm going to change. That is just, as I was making the instrumental, that just came to me. It was just a constant in my head. Before it all changes. It was all I was thinking about. Like, this is like one last thing before I really go all in. And now this verse, this is now about when I moved back in with my parents out of Philadelphia, which a lot of you know me as being from. Yo, what's up? What's up, Amari? Enigma, my boy. How you doing, dog? Thank you for the follow. You're the GOAT. Okay. Losing track. So this part here, after moving back home, I did a lot of just thinking about what it was like actually growing up here. Realizing that moving to Philadelphia was me kind of running away from this, from a lot of my childhood and growing up. And there's just small things I wanted to address, like just like about who I was back then, being very silent, passing up on things, taking kind of like a passenger seat in my own life. How I would let people walk all over me. They would call me dirt because I'm a foreigner. So on the high school soccer team, but I really don't, no cap. On the high school soccer team, I was coined the nickname Dirt, like literally from one of my white friends, and it just really caught on. So a lot of people were calling me Dirt, and that was just like really fucked up. Thinking back on it and how, like, I remember I asked him like, "Yo, why Dirt?" And he was like, "You know, 'cause you're dirty. You're like you're like Mexican, right?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like what?" And thinking like, damn, bro, like I really let people walk all over me back then. Like that shit is fucking crazy. Like, And that's how it is in the burbs. Like, so like living here in I'm not gonna dox myself. Living here in the burbs of PA, like me moving from like a very urban area. My mom finally moved me out of that in elementary school. Now I'm living in the burbs as like a Hispanic kid coming from the ghetto, like surrounded by white kids, you know. And I'm sure a lot of people of color that grow up in the suburbs like have a similar experience where like you have to let them walk all over you if you don't want to get, you know, completely outcasted and shit. So you gotta have to like laugh at yourself and shit. And that was just like something that like will really fuck with me. And now that's something that now like as an adult I realize that that's something I'll never allow to happen again. I'm proud of my heritage and proud of who I am. So yeah, back then they would call me Dirt because I'm a foreigner. Said I couldn't rap, but I'm gonna do it if I wanna. And now I'm center stage as a performer. Yeah, just like an homage to how far I've come. Back to the chorus before it all changes. I actually want to ask Swiss, remember me for me, but I want to change, so I'm gonna change. That ass Dirt. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, literally. Like, I'm not making that up. They call me Dirt. Like, fuck them. Okay. This last verse, this is very important to me. I'm not going to speak, I guess, entirely as to who it's about, but I'm sure you could tell if you know me and the people I surround myself with. But this is really about, it's a kind of a metaphorical sequence of events. So it's like, told you I give up, but you called my bluff. And you hit me up and said, are you in or what? So I packed my bag and I hit the road that night. It's been 4 years since I last been home, and I never thought I'd feel so alive. I can't recall the last time I cried like I did at the end of July. I know all my fans must be losing faith, and that's continuing on to the next thing. But I moved out of Philadelphia at the end of July, and that was the last time like I had a breakdown cry. Like it was really a lot. It was very emotional for me. Spending 4 years there, that was where I chased my dreams, you know, with the people I chased my dreams with, you know. You in or what? I was in. I'm in. But yeah. Next, I know all my fans must be losing faith. I need space. At this rate, I'll keep falling on my face. Just how long will I take? Does October sound okay? Been so long, like a year. I just hope it's not too late. Wrote this song for you, my dear. And that's just kind of wrapping everything up. Like, this is for you guys, you know. This was what I wanted to say to you guys. It's not like it's as vulnerable as it's gonna get for me, you know. Real me talking to anybody that'll listen. But yeah, that's it for the lyrics. They kind of came in order as well. Like, I started with the intro, then it was the chorus, then it was this verse here, and then I was like, oh, I really want to do the chorus again right here, and then the last verse, and then the final thing. It just kind of flew in a bit. It flowed. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's the song. I think I accomplished what I wanted to with it, which was that after moving back home, I was like, I want to prove to myself that I can make something completely still and be proud of it and put it out and do it all. And so I did. And I mixed it, produced it, wrote it, sung it, performed it, did it all, did all the art, edited the video, using, where's my cam? Shit, I don't know where my camera is. Oh, it's to keep it all wrapped up in theme of like going home, a homecoming type thing. This is a camera, point and shoot digital camera that that a lot of our home videos for my family were shot on this. So this is what I used for all the visuals associated with this song. It just it's very nostalgic to me, like the way it picks up the colors and the framing of everything. I don't know. It worked out. But yeah, did all that, and the only help I had really was mastering. I sent it off to Patchy Mate to master. Avi did an amazing job. They literally, I sent it the next day. They sent it back, and they were like, like, this is all I needed to do, and I heard it, and it was perfect. So I was like, let's put it out. I'm ready. But yeah, that was it. It's how I made Before It All Changes. And I hope you're looking forward to the next John, because it's it'll come soon, very soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, all 9 of you. You're the best. I think it was 17 at one point, which is honestly better than I expected. But yeah, Sauce Adam, my boy, you fine as hell, bro. What are you talking about? But yeah, hey Adam, you pulled up. I'm about to end this shit. I can't lie. Godspeed. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Your support never goes unnoticed. I'm so grateful to each and every one of you. And yeah, join my Discord if you're not in it. Let's hang out and shit. I miss you. Give me the kid. I'm gonna give you a big old smooch next time I see you, bro. All right. Peace out, guys. Thank you so much for being here.